It's so nice to be together on this lovely day. It's gorgeous weather outside, isn't it? Well, it's Labor Day weekend, and it's back to school time, isn't it? Back to school time, whether we want it or not. And there's a lot of different mixed feelings about that. Probably within all of us, we have some different feelings about it. When I love Labor Day weekend, and one of the reasons is I just kind of hold on to the last vestige, the last little idea in my brain that it's still summer in terms of how we operate, even though in many ways it's not. But school is starting, and it means change. So what are some of the ways in which leaving the summertime and going into school means change for you? I'll tell you one for me to start. The alarm clock. Alarm clock set earlier than I want for me and my family every day now for a lot of weeks and months to come. Can you think of one? Less free time? Less free time. Are you going to have some homework? Homework. Yep, less free time, more scheduled time, more activities maybe. Weather is going to change. It's going to start getting cooler sometime in the coming weeks or month. So a lot of change. And in order to get you ready for all that, Reverend Daniel and I, and whoever wants to join, we're going to have a blessing of the backpacks, we call it, in the Grove after. It's a blessing of you, the students, and your backpacks, and your shoes, and you. We just want you to know that this whole community blesses you with love and that we're with you every day in our hearts when you go to school, and we're here for you. So within all this change, do you change? Are you changing with your schedule and your activities and the weather? Are you changing? Yes. Yes. How are you changing, Annie? Different shoes. You're getting bigger. So you're still yourself. So I'd say kind of yes and no. You're changing, but you're also still you. And one of the things that we want to think about today in church, and we try and help each other with, is how to be our best selves. To be you, your best self, as you change. And you change your different ideas. So of who you are and who you're supposed to be, because you're growing up. And you're getting bigger every day. You're getting to be big boys and girls. So one idea that might change is maybe you used to, or you still in some ways think it's not cool if you don't know the answers or you don't know what to do. You're going to be in a new rhythm with new people in a class, right? So you might not know what happens every day. But the true best self of you might know it's okay and it's good. Just ask for help. Hey, what are we supposed to be doing? Can someone help me know what's next? One thing that you might change away from is you might think it's cool to pretend you're not interested in science or math or reading, but really you could embrace your best true self and just know that you're excited about learning different things. There's different ways you could ask the adults about this today. We're all on a journey for our entire lives learning how to be our true best selves. So sometimes if you're in a group, and this happens as adults too, not just in classes, sometimes the teacher asks a question, or the minister in a children's story asks a question. You don't necessarily raise your hand first. Some kids raise their hands more than others. But some kids, Owen is excellent at raising his hand. And do you have something to say, Owen? And it's great to raise your hand. But sometimes you just like time to think before you talk. Or sometimes you want a little space for yourself. That's okay. That's okay. Owen, what would you like to say?
Growing? Hello.
Hello. Well, I would like to say that within all of that, we can just take, you always have your breath, you always have the spirit of life, and you always have the love of your church with you. So why don't we take a moment to just breathe in and breathe out, because change is stressful. And one of the ways in which you can work through it is just breathe in and breathe out. When you're waiting on the bus, I know sometimes the bus doesn't come on time. Work through activities of how you handle changes when they're good or bad or unexpected. So let's just take a moment in total quiet, everybody, to meditate or pray or connect with our breath. Okay? Let's just do it together. Can you breathe in? Oh, breathe in. Feel your breath. And your best self is there for you right now. And the spirit of life is there for you right now. And you can do that anytime you want. Whenever Daniel and Gloria and I start a meeting, we take a little quiet, and you can do it with your friends or with your family before a meal to give thanks. And it's a way to give thanks for the blessings in life and to focus on being generous and giving back. We are going to sing you off to your children's program now. Thanks for spending some time together.